Hi, welcome to my review of Guardians of the Galaxy, directed by James Gunn, a film that follows a group of dysfunctional would-be heroes who band together to stop the malicious Ronan from obtaining an orb that possesses great power and destruction. Okay, so like I said in my intro, Guardians of the Galaxy is directed by James Gunn, a filmmaker I have not seen too many projects by. I know he's known for doing Slither, a film that I never did see, but apparently it's good because everyone praises it. However, I did see Super, a film that I thought was just kind of okay. I wasn't that big of a fan of it. However, it does feature an odd yet good performance by Ellen Page. But regarding the trailers for Guardians of the Galaxy, this film really had my interest because it really seemed as if Marvel was actually trying something new and not doing the same old stuff that they've been doing with every single film that they've been putting out every single summer. No, this looked to be something different. And now after seeing the film, I can proudly say that Guardians of the Galaxy is a continuation of the trend of great summer blockbusters that we have seen this year. Guardians of the Galaxy is the epitome of what summer blockbusters should be. Guardians of the Galaxy takes a chance with its very comedic tone, and if this makes a lot of money, which I hope it does, this could potentially open the door for more ambitious films in big budget mainstream cinema. Now, one of my problems with The Avengers was that I thought the tone was slightly indecisive. It seemed like a film that couldn't necessarily decide on what tone it wanted to take. It couldn't decide if it wanted to be a comedy or it wanted to be more of a straight-edge summer blockbuster. And having characters who originate in rather serious worlds walk into such a goofy world, bickering and fighting, just didn't seem to work too well to me. However, I will admit that I'm not the world's biggest Joss Whedon fan. I find his geeky writing style to be somewhat annoying, and when I say geeky writing style, I'm not necessarily meaning that in a derogatory way because James Gunn is really no exception. However, I think James Gunn knows how to flaunt his nerdiness without being annoying. Guardians of the Galaxy is a film that knows exactly what it is. It's an action comedy, it's a satire, and it's a film that doesn't take itself all too seriously, and neither should you. So don't go into the film expecting something in the likes of X-Men Days of Future Past, or The Dark Knight, or Captain America, or V for Vendetta, because you're just not going to get that. However, if you go into the film expecting to have some fun, have a few laughs, then you're going to get that, and then some. Although the film is indeed light on story, the characters in this film are very memorable, and the camaraderie and the interactions between all of them are excellent and are quite hilarious. Chris Pratt has a comedy background, which is something a role such as this calls for, and Chris Pratt does a great job at leading this film. But the ones who truly stole the show for me were Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon and Dave Bautista as Drax. And if someone came up to me a couple of years ago and said, okay, there's going to be a film and Dave Bautista is going to be one of your favorite aspects to that film, I would probably look at you like you're crazy, and then I would probably shank you because, you know, that's offensive. I never thought I'd say this, but Bautista is incredibly funny in this film, and he plays a character who takes everything literally. And when I mean by he plays a character who takes everything literally, I mean that, well, literally. A lot of the characters in this film, they joke around, and they'll joke around with him, and, you know, they'll say something in a joking way or say something that's not meant to be taken literally, but he doesn't see it that way, which was always hilarious to watch his reaction to those situations. And Rocket is a spunky little thing, something that you would probably see on a Saturday morning cartoon, but on a great Saturday morning cartoon. And by saying that, I don't believe that I'm doing a disservice to the film or the character. However, although I can't speak too much on her character, Zoe Saldana seems to be an actress who has very limited range because she plays the same exact character in every single film that she appears in. Needless to say, I'm not the biggest fan of hers. Moreover, what I do love about this film is its soundtrack, and the soundtrack includes a lot of great, catchy, fun 1970s and 1980s music, and I think the film does a great job in incorporating all of this as well. As for the CGI, some of it's really good to kind of meh. Some of it looks as if it might have actually skipped a rendering pass or so, but I'm okay with that considering that this is a film that put all of its time and effort in the filmmaking process rather than the spectacle, which is something that I will gladly accept. Now, a lot of people have complained about the villain Ronan, and everyone says that he's a cliche, big baddie, devil horn possessing asshole, which is indeed accurate. However, I'm okay with that because this movie even recognizes him as so. His mere presence in the film is something that verges on satirical rather than seriousness. There are no layers given because there were never meant to be any. Given that the writing is quite clever and hilarious throughout, I found myself looking for some sort of punchline. And by the end of the film, I did get one. And boy, did it pay off. Overall, Guardians of the Galaxy is reminiscent of films in the likes of Shaun of the Dead, Attack the Block, and even Star Wars. James Gunn and co. have graced us with a brilliant Marvel Disney film, which is something I honestly haven't seen until now. I give Guardians of the Galaxy a 4.5 out of 5. Now, I do realize that I've been giving out the score a lot recently, but that's because I genuinely do believe that this has been a fantastic year for film, and this has been a fantastic summer. And the past couple of summers, in my personal opinion, haven't been all too good. This one, thankfully, has been wonderful. Before I go, I do want to say this because I am a huge Chris Nolan fan, that I did see the Interstellar trailer. I saw it yesterday. However, I saw it today on the big screen, which I might add was quite beautiful. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to see it. Chris Nolan never disappoints. But that's really all I have to say. As always, I'm Colyn Kirkland, and thank you so much for watching.